Ottawa Food left in limbo. The program lost its coordinator last year. For months, the health department has wondered what to do. So I went to see what's the holdup.
And so I'm not opposed if they want to come back at some point, improve more of the data sets to us, even after the budget, I'd be happy to entertain that. But I don't want to have this narrative that it's on us, that we are specifically cutting the food budget.
In September,
it would be reasonable, be rational, come back to the finance committee, come back to the board with specific needs, since those are funded through county.
And November,
the board said that if you had a need, please come back and bring the need to the board.
Ottawa County's Board of Commissioners told the health department, if you have a need, ask. A month later, the health department did.
So this is a draft action request for such consideration of adding funding to restore the Ottawa Food Coordinator as a county-wide position.
Fast forward to February, no action on that request. Just want to talk to you about Ottawa Food.
So anyway, yeah.
It feels like we very much do not have a voice. The requests we have are not heard.
Ottawa County Health Officer Adeline Hambley says last fall the board cut her department's health education fund by almost 50%. One impact, the Ottawa Food Coordinator role was eliminated.
I don't have money I can pull from other places. Our funding sources are very particular about what those funds can be used for.
Ottawa Food's advisory board is made up of 45 local nonprofits and organizations. It's been led by a coordinator since 2011, but since no one is at the wheel, the advisory board has put a pause on 2 programs, ones that are typically idle this time of year.
Role of this coordinator is to help create efficiencies and build bridges so that all of our nonprofits in the county who work in food insecurity are working together and are more efficient.
Last fall, the health department laid out just how important the coordinator is to Ottawa County.
350 low-income seniors were reached, 800 migrant farm workers and their families were reached with food distribution. In fiscal year 23, 1 million pounds of food were rescued through the Lakeshore Food Rescue Program. 22,000 pounds of produce and food were gleaned from the farmers markets in Grand Haven, Spring Lake, and Holland, distributed to area food pantries. 4,000 pounds of produce were purchased from local farmers.
But Finance Board Chair Gretchen Cosby said Tuesday she wants more info before taking action.
So, so for Ottawa Foods, do they use a whole FTE to cover it? That's what I'm on.
That's what it sounds like.
And then, how many people are they serving? I mean, serving, be really big about it and say, I serve the whole community, right?
Seems like really hyper-focused on one little tiny issue.
But that impacts families. That impacts our low-income people here.
So does everything else that we're doing.
Hambley tells me she's been asked to use funding from vacant positions to hire a coordinator, but it's not that easy.
Unless the direction from the board is to supplant funds and utilize them illegally to pay for this service, I can't move funds around from other services to pay for this. In November, Ottawa County's deputy administrator gave a presentation called Ottawa Food Just the Facts. In it, he suggested that the advisory board members play a part in funding the coordinator role. Meanwhile, this time of year is typically when Ottawa Food plans for the busy season, summer. Right now, it's not clear what that will look like. Reporting in studio, I'm Matt Whitkos, Fox 17 News.